What is actually a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is nothing but it is a combination of a verb and one or two particles. So phrasal verb it is a combination. It is a combination. What does it contain? It contains a verb. It contains a verb plus another particles. What about these particles? It may be a preposition or adverb. It may be preposition or adverb, or sometimes both. Sometimes both. This is absolutely called a phrasal verb. Phrasal verb is nothing but a combination of verb plus particles. What do you mean by particles? Particles are nothing but a preposition as well as adverb, or both preposition or adverb. That is known as a particle. So we have understood that a phrasal verb is nothing but it is a blending, it is a mixture of two or three parts. One is known as verb, next one is preposition, next one is adverb, otherwise preposition or adverb. But remember that a phrasal verb may contain again two or more words. Two or more words. Two or more words. For example, sometimes a phrasal verb may contain three words even. If you take about some examples, we can go with some examples. Hope I write here, you may say, give up, according to, put up with, see here, so these are examples for phrasal verbs. If you look at here, what do we understand from the phrasal verb? Are our assumptions are correct? Let us see combination. It is nothing but a combination of a verb. We have a verb that is known as give, and next one is known as, we should have a preposition. Up is nothing but a preposition, so it is nothing but a phrasal verb. So give up is a phrasal verb. Then comes the twist of the tail. The twist of the tail is that what is the difference between a phrasal preposition and a phrasal verb? Even it can be called a phrasal preposition. What makes the difference between a phrasal preposition and a phrasal verb? So we will see what is meant by phrasal preposition and a phrasal verb. So hope you have noted it down and I am clear with you, and we move towards the next simple topic, what is meant by phrasal preposition. Please turn on the light. Please turn on the light. please turn the light on. Now look at here on the board. We can have two sentences. The first sentence is, please turn on the light. Please turn on the light. What does it mean? It means that please put on the light. Very good. What about the next sentence? Please turn the light on. Please turn the light on. Here, the word turn on can even be treated as a phrasal preposition. Why do you know? Phrasal preposition is also the combination of a verb with a preposition. Verb plus preposition. Preposition is called phrasal preposition, or it can even be called prepositional verb. Verb plus preposition. But whereas in the case of phrasal verb, that is, we can see another example. My grandmother passed away last week. My grandmother passed away last week. If you look at here, my grandmother passed away last week. Here, the word passed away is nothing but a phrasal verb. It is nothing but a phrasal verb. It is never be called as a phrasal preposition. It can never be called as a phrasal preposition because it can be separated. Can be separated. Prepositional verbs are inseparable. We cannot be separated it. If you separate it, we cannot have a meaning. Okay. So verb plus preposition. If you separate it, the meaning shall be different. So here we can be called passed away. It is a phrasal verb, but we cannot be called it is a prepositional verb. Prepositional verbs are inseparable. Prepositional verbs are inseparable. Means cannot be separated. Cannot be separated. Inseparable. So that makes the difference between phrasal verb and prepositional verbs. Prepositional verbs are nothing but verb plus preposition. If you remove the preposition, it does not give the right meaning what you want. Okay, it does not give the right meaning what you want. For example, she looks after her child. You can remove, if you remove the after, she looks her child. There is a difference in the meaning. So remember that prepositional verbs are inseparable. Prepositional verbs are inseparable. Whereas phrasal verbs, which can be separable in such a way that please turn on the light. It is also correct, please turn the light on. We discuss later when we tell about the category of phrasal verbs. What are those? Okay, when we discuss the category of phrasal verbs, we will know about how are they. So, my dear viewers, hope I am lucid with you. So, we discussed verb, we discussed phrase, we discussed today phrasal verb, and we discussed prepositional verb. Prepositional verb is not a phrasal verb. Prepositional verb is nothing but verb plus preposition. But in some certain case of phrasal verb, we can see verb plus preposition. But in such kind of phrasal verbs, preposition cannot be separated. Preposition cannot be separated. Hope I am clear. Let us understand who are the people to use phrasal verb and why do we use phrasal verb. The reason is very, very understandable. I will tell what is the main reason for using the phrasal verb. See, phrasal verbs can make communication quicker, easier, and more relaxed. This is the way the most learned people, especially native speakers of English, do use a lot of phrasal verbs in their conversation. While they are conversating with other people or while they are expressing their ideas, native speakers of English do use a lot of phrasal verb. And my dear viewers, please do note it. Using phrasal verbs is not a formal communication. It is absolutely an informal communication. So while we are using phrasal verbs in our conversation or in our way of conversation, remember always that it is nothing but a informal way of communication. Because while we are using the phrasal verbs, and make sure that the other people do understand the meaning of it. And I do add one more point here regarding prepositional. When we talk about prepositional verb, here see, look at. It is nothing but a prepositional verb. Here the verb is look, its meaning is northwest, and even if you remove the at, the meaning, the root word of the verb doesn't change. The meaning of the root word doesn't change. The meaning of the root word doesn't change. But look after, it is a phrasal verb. It is a prepositional verb. Even if you change the preposition, the root of the meaning or the word root doesn't change. Whereas in the case of look after, this cannot be separated. If it is being separated, the meaning can be changed. And remember, look after means take care about. Look after means take care about. Look after means take care about. So it is a phrasal verb, but it's a prepositional verb. And prepositional verb does not change its root verb's meaning when it is being separated, and it is generally inseparable. Remember that. Okay, that should also be kept in mind. And when we talk about phrasal verbs, as I told you that most of the native speakers, they are very good at it. While speaking or while expressing their ideas, they use many a number of phrasal verbs. As I told you that the main reason behind such kind of usage of phrasal verb is to make the communication more flexible, ease, and quick. We shall see an example which I write on the board. Ram went to Delhi or Italy and was being taught Italian for 2 weeks for 2 weeks while he stayed there. Ram went to Italy and was being taught Italian and was being taught Italian for 2 weeks while he stayed there. It's a sentence that tells about us what Ramu did during his stay at Italy. So Italy, we know that Ram went to Italy and was being taught Italian for 2 weeks while he stayed there. The same idea can be expressed with the help of a phrasal verb very quickly. Ram picked up Italian during his stay in Italy. See here, picked up. It is a very lengthy sentence. The first sentence seems to be a very lengthy one. Ram went to Italy and was being taught Italian for 2 weeks while he stayed there. Seemed to be a bit lengthy. As far as the speaker is concerned or the listener is concerned, what do you see here? Ram picked up with Italian during his stay in Italy. Ram picked up with Italian. Okay, you can add a word with it more conducive and clear. Ram picked up with Italian during his stay in Italy. See here, picked up. So that is what we say that phrasal verbs make our conversation more fluid, more lucid, and more coherent, and makes it more vehemently beautiful. But remember, there are categories of phrasal verbs. We can remember it.